have to say, do I understand the high level first? If you do that, now you have a foundation to build on in your brain. So when we're learning, we go through this process of unlocking and relocking.
We just playing with them on this one, yeah.
Right? Now, when we reprogram it, we unlock it. So literally, neurons in our brain detach from each other. New information, new perceptions, new ideas get built into that neuron, then it relocks in.
Lawyers chasing cases, the families forever ruined. No justice for Shinquilla killers, whether they ain't do it. It's not about what you know, but whether if you can prove it. They say they like my songs, but I'm trying to start a movement. Big lawyers chasing cases, the families forever ruined. No justice for Shinquilla killers, whether they ain't do it. It's not about what you know, but whether if you can prove it. They say they like my songs, but I'm trying to start a movement. When I was younger, I was true and unruly. Now I'm a student of the game. It was ugly, I'm lucky I lived through it. Everything turned around, surprising like Mike threw it. The best thing to do might be something you don't like doing. In order to move ahead like Nike, you just do it. I came out fighting my life just like a movie. The fight don't never end, sometimes you end up losing. The life you live depends on how you got it moving. I feel like Bobby Moore, but nobody listens to me about the dominating game. Man, I think I'm petty humans. They flip things around, the message they misconstrued. The property value going up, and my people is excluded. Big lawyers chasing cases, the families forever ruined. No justice for Shinquilla killers, whether they ain't do it. It's not about what you know, but whether if you can prove it. They say they like my songs, but I'm trying to start a movement. Big lawyers chasing cases, the families forever ruined. No justice for Shinquilla killers, whether they ain't do it. It's not about what you know, but whether if you can prove it. They say they like my songs, but I'm trying to start a movement. Last people took a stand, was prison to executed. The police killed a baby and was back at work by Tuesday. That's all the thanks I get for all of my contributions. About to break the walls down like the Jericho was doing. They focused on the problem and not the solution. They focused on the failures and not the improvement. These rappers talking crazy, now the air is all polluted. Try to leave me off the train for pardon my intrusion. They let me out for dead and the rest of y'all included. Got my mama, my sister, and my uncle living through me. Everybody get the point, but nobody wanna prove it. That same finger that you point, that's the reason you keep losing. Lawyers chasing cases, the families forever ruined. No justice for Shinquilla killers, whether they ain't do it. It's not about what you know, but whether if you can prove it. They say they like my songs, but I'm trying to start a movement. Big lawyers chasing cases, the families forever ruined. No justice for Shinquilla killers, whether they ain't do it. It's not about what you know, but whether if you can prove it. They say they like my songs, but I'm trying to start a movement.
So we're so afraid of change, right? Because we want to stay the same. We feel like we're missing a piece of ourselves. But replace the word change with growth. Replace the word change with evolution, right? Because then people won't be afraid of upgrading, won't be afraid of updating. So for me, education is the most important because when I look across the spectrum of how all people build their wealth, it's based on what they know.
We just playing with them on this one, yeah.
If you're going to listen to an artist consistently and it's your favorite artist, you most definitely should understand who it is that you're looking into or listening to. But in my situation, they definitely should pay attention to what I am as a person rather than a character. But it is hard to mend these two things together if everything that I portray as an artist.
That boy is Benny. This game is mental and it's physical. I rip the verses unforgettable. They bout to come with all that ridicule. They keep hating and it's pitiful. This game is mental and it's physical. I rip the verses unforgettable. They bout to come with all that ridicule. They keep hating and it's pitiful. I be preaching what I pitiful. They about to come with all that ridicule. They keep hating and they're pitiful.
It's purely art. So it's hard to tell if as a person that anything that is controversial or spoken on about me is remotely even true. There's brainwashing that gets involved in music, in the music industry, like recording things backwards and all these different things that people don't know, frequency channelings and different things like that. So you never know who you're fucking with unless you fully delve into them as a person.
Now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop.
I wasn't born in the manger, I was born in the angle, born in the situation. Now I'm trying to find the angle. Gotta fight for your life, just for food on the table. When they ask me what this is the birth of a nation. Wasn't born in the manger, I was born in the angle, born in the situation. Now I'm trying to find the angle. Gotta fight for your life, just for food on the table. When they ask me what this is the birth of a nation. Now can I get a witness? I was born into resentment. It's not about how you start, but it's all about how you finish. They just tried to say the family. He got 15 years in prison. Trayvon had on the hoodie, and his killer got it quit. It's right there in our face. We just gotta pay attention. 6 bodies in Virginia, case don't get no recognition. It's a left-handed system full of crooked politicians. Kids starving all year, but get everything for Christmas. Got life without reproach. He didn't know that he was gifted. It happens every day till somebody make a difference. Every night when I pray, I ask the Lord for forgiveness. They call me just in time, but it really took a minute. I wasn't born in the manger, I was born in the angle, born in the situation. Now I'm trying to find the angle. Gotta fight for your life, just for food on the table. When they ask me what this is the birth of a nation. Wasn't born in the manger, I was born in the angle, born in the situation. Now I'm trying to find the angle. Gotta fight for your life, just for food on the table. When they ask me what this is the birth of a nation.
Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory.
So you as a man, when you learn how to deal with the spirit of yourself, then you can deal with your woman correctly, right? The problem is we get angry because we don't know how to identify the feeling.
In this life that I live, it's a couple things that help me. I'm stunting like my daddy and free-hearted like my auntie. They didn't let me in, gave them everything they wanted just in time. Be the name, hottest rapper in the country. In this life that I live, it's a couple things that help me. I'm stunting like my daddy and free-hearted like my auntie. They didn't let me in, gave them everything they wanted just in time. Be the name, hottest rapper in the country. Let's take it back where every everything started. December 19th, a cold night down in Charlotte. A star was born, he turned out to be the hottest. Changed the game up, and I'm just being honest. They didn't want to hear me, now it's eating at they conscience. Remember coming up in Westchester apartment. I moved with my grandma, she stayed right there all sergeant. I tried to give them hope, and that turned me to a target. I thank the Lord when I wake up in the morning. They tried to slow me down when they seen how I was coming. Time don't do it, but I'm already on it. I went against the grain, now I'm crushing my opponent. In this life that I live, it's a couple things that haunt me. I'm starting like my daddy and free-hearted like my auntie. They didn't let me in, gave them everything they wanted. Just in time, be the name, hottest rapper in the country. In this life that I live, it's a couple things that haunt me. I'm starting like my daddy and free-hearted like my auntie. They didn't let me in, gave them everything they wanted. Just in time, be the name, hottest rapper in the country.
Envy is when you particularly don't want them to have it, but you want it as well, right? And sometimes you don't know when you're being jealous or envious of your brother or your sister. But see, that emotional intelligence allows you to identify those factors and those flaws and bring them to light. Because even a child has the innate nature that is wrong, so they don't do it in the light. So when we work on our shadow selves, and that's dealing with who you really are, who you don't show the world, that if they seen is what they still love you. But when you have the emotional intelligence to identify that and you act in a fearless manner, because courage is acting in the face of fear, not in the absence of it. So people ask me all the time, how do I become fearless? You have to act even when that feeling starts to creep up on you and try to stop you.
Any thought that I get, see, sometimes they time sensitive. See, sometimes that idea can be done at the wrong time and then it's failure, but the right idea at the right time always equals success. So you have to know.
Rick and Thad. Catch the ball wide open, it's a fast break. Wishing and hoping for God's sake. Running, trying to end up in first place. So the mothers don't live with the heartache. Catch the ball wide open, it's a fast break. Wishing and hoping for God's sake. Running, trying to end up in first place. So the mothers don't live with the heartache. Honor, money, pill. Tell them call Stevie Wonder cause I sure can't see him. Hating all day, man, I sure can't be him. Go and check them out cause you sure don't need him. God put me here, that was just for one reason. God put them there, that was just for one season. Hear the statement, we sure ain't leaving. We do the same thing, man, we sure ain't even. Can't come close, man, we sure ain't even. Fly like a hawk, but I sure ain't Ethan. Kill a whole beat till it sure ain't breathing. Flow so breezy, gotta see it to believe it. 1 in a million RP to a Leah. Style so cold like I walked out the freezer. Haters so sick like they just caught a fever. Don't follow young man, be a leader. Going through a lot and I sure enough see it. Kill our own brother, still picking up the pieces. Martin Luther King still out here dreaming. Cold outside, it's almost freezing. Winter Grammy being jailed by the evening. Cases still open and the family still grieving. Can't stop till the mission is completed. Cut the ball wide open, it's a fast break. Wishing and hoping for God's sake. Running, trying to end up in first place. So the mothers don't live with the heartache. Pass the ball wide open, it's a fast break. Wishing and hoping for God's sake. Running, trying to end up in first place. So the mothers don't live with the heartache.
Procrastination is the abortion clinic of ideas. But the most painful part of the pregnancy is when a woman is pushing, and it's that crowning phase. Sometimes they gotta put her under. Sometimes they gotta do a C-section. But if you push through the pain, then you give birth to every idea that you have. People giving them the game on how to create a media company and a business. So for me, the education is also learning how to learn, right? See, low level, well, most people think that low level means something bad. It doesn't.
They glorify the game, but don't talk about the struggle. Remember in the kitchen writing rhymes with my brother. Drop classics back to back, so I think I'm Danny Glover. They was sleeping on the kids, so I'm pulling back the covers. They glorify the game, but don't talk about the struggle. Remember in the kitchen writing rhymes with my brother. Drop classics back to back, so I think I'm Danny Glover. They was sleeping on the kids, so I'm pulling back the cover. R.I.P. my cousin dope. Put that out there while I'm starting. Every verse I paint a picture, and the outcome is so gorgeous. The cost of living's rising, but so is unemployment. They do it for the gram, but don't care about what's important. The children are our future, but they growing up in torture. They think they doing something cause they go to school in Jordans. They know the latest songs, but don't know about making choices. When I step in the booth, man, I start hearing voices. One say they gon' hate me, one say they gon' look. I pray for better days, cause we started out with nothing. Through the storm and the rain, that's a whole nother subject. Trying to build a foundation, cause the one we got is crumble. They glorify the game, but don't talk about the struggle. Remember in the kitchen writing rhymes with my brother. Drop classics back to back, so I think I'm Danny Glover. They was sleeping on the kids, so I'm pulling back the covers. They glorify the game, but don't talk about the struggle. Remember in the kitchen writing rhymes with my brother. Drop classics back to back, so I think I'm Danny Glover. They was sleeping on the kids, so I'm pulling back the covers.
You've been exposed to something that will change the foundation of your reality that you walk on every single day. So now that you've seen that, you can't go back to the streets, you can't go back to the hood, you can't just go back to your apartment and not want more for yourself. See, in America, they give us the American dream, so we never comfortable with what we have. But what is the United Kingdom vision? See, vision gives you direction. But without vision, you don't know where you're going. You are blind. So you must be exposed to things outside this land. And the most beautiful thing social media did is it exposed us to brilliant minds, education, perspective, and people that normally would have not gotten that opportunity.
I'm not leaving my people. They took back it's a curriculum. And for those that know, it's a curriculum called Thinking for a Change. When Obama implemented the My Brother's Keepers initiative.
Belinda made a living, working the cafeteria. On the night at hand, it changed the whole picture. The police pulled them over, but that's really not an issue. 28-year-old pastor and a baby riding with him, got his busted tail light. He got license and insurance. Cop come to the cop. He like, hey sir, how you doing? It's a firearm in the car. Got a permit to secure. But what happens next? Nobody should endure. Shots fired in the car, bringing it into his future. Pastor pulled out the phone so the whole world confused. The coroner report that a homicide consumed. The cop go to court and avoid prosecution. Protests nationwide, but still there's no solution. It's a broken system, but how can we improve it? See another video when somebody else do it. We too busy on the gram when we need to start a move. Tunnel vision, there's no way they can distract me. I look around and see everything that's happening. The truth hit them, you should see their reaction. Come down to the city, they might tell you something about it. Tunnel vision, there's no way they can distract me. I look around and see everything that's happening. The truth hit them, you should see their reaction. Come down to the sticks, they might tell you something about it. Child born in the system, at birth we fall victim. As long as it's not them, they laugh, they all with it. The whole time a mother heartbroken, a piece missing. A child growing up and their parent is not with them. Need a shoulder to lean, they silence, no one hear them. Every day they wake up, the world is up against them. If we focus on the problem, then this all could be prevented. We could have changed the world, but we talking about Cat Williams' element of distraction. Wrong thing, get our attention. God-fearing people, same practices, dope dealers. Brainwashing tactics we label incoherent. Mental segregation apparent in our appearance. Just talk to my homie, them people is out to get them. Trying to shut them down with their corporate interference. They still don't get the picture, it's raw with no filter. If we never had a voice, then no one will ever hear us.
There's a curriculum that's called Thinking for a Change. It's damn near $100,000 curriculum white folk gave it to me. But they said, Charles, we want you, we don't want your people. I said, if you take me away from my people, you diminish the value of who I am for my people.
Do you make a lot of money out of your music?
Money. I mean, how much is a lot of money to you?
Yeah, that's a good question. Have you made, say, millions of dollars?
No.
Are you a rich man?
When you mean rich, what do you mean?
You have a lot of possessions, a lot of money in the bank?
Position make you rich? I don't have that type of richness. My richness is life.
I thank God to be alive. They can't look me in my eyes. It's not hard to realize. Come on. I put it all on the line while them boys ran behind. So they caught me just in time. Come on. I thank God to be alive. They can't look me in my eyes. It's not hard to realize. Come on. I put it all on the line while them boys ran behind, so they caught me just in time. Last thing they wanna see, now they gotta face the feet. Since I popped out on the scene, everybody notice me. I go cray-cray on the beat, everybody know it's me. If you tryna make a change, grab a bag and go with me. I was lost but now I'm found. If you look then you will see, he did everything he could. He can't stand next to me. They glorify the game, but they can't take the heat. Man, they walk in the kitchen and they burn down everything. They put salt in the game. At one time we had a dream. You gotta break it down. It's not simple as it seems. Man, I practice every day, but I still ain't make the team. But right before I leave, R.I.P. to Kareem. Come on. I thank God to be alive. They can't look me in my eyes. It's not hard to realize. Come on. I put it all on the line while them boys ran behind, so they caught me just in time. Come on. I thank God to be alive. They can't look me in my eyes. It's not hard to realize. Come on. I put it all on the line while them boys ran behind, so they caught me just in time. Come on.
God create man on earth, you know. From an Adam and Eve time, and Adam and Eve them have children and things them want and God never liked the way how man was going on. So until Noah did anything like a ship or a boat, one of them big business. Noah build the ark, Noah building the ark, the kids them Noah build the ark, and them say, what that? These guys are nuts. You know, just like a man come and him say, Rastafari, and people them say, what that? You don't know about that. I mean, you know what I mean? Anyhow, Noah build the ark, God tell him what he must do.